Welcome to the Babs Micheal Show. Hello guys, welcome to the Babs Micheal Show. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for being part of our conversations, for a few videos that have been shared. I've got a few feedbacks, I've got responses from people who want to consistently be part of the community, asking consistently when is the next one. So what we'll do basically, I've shared that weekly, the impact this weekly, it's always on Mondays we do the Babs Dailies, which is always on Instagram, on Facebook. On Tuesdays, we have the Babs Micheal Show. There is always a discussion for Tuesdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays are still the Babs Dailies, which is on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to read some articles that can motivate you for the year, you get them there. Then on Friday, we have the Babs Micheal Show. And that video is always out on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And even on TikTok. That's why we said follow us on all our pages on social media. All of them, and you can enjoy this. On Saturday, we showed some videos on events, travel, so we can be motivated about discovering more of our talent and seeing deep about traveling around the world. If that has been your goal for this year, that is actually possible. Then basically on Sundays is the Spirit of Excellence. We have some spiritual teachings that can open your eyes. So if you have not seen the video for Spirit of Excellence, go check it out. We spoke about Destiny Helper. So go check it out. And your destiny and power will locate. So welcome back. This is the first video of the week, and I'm going to start like this way. Yesterday when I was in church, I was talking to workers. I coordinate workers in my church as the ministry head, and I was talking to them. After the meeting, somebody walked to me and said she's actually seeing herself in me when I'm speaking. That she sees that this is what she can do, but most times when she tried to put some stuff together, discuss with her friend, the friend says you cannot do it. And most times when the friend tells her things or, inform her of what to do, she just accepts. Because those are the friends she's been with, growing with, and doing things together. And that's why I'm focusing on friendship limitation. So I'm going to be talking about friendship limitation for a few minutes. I shared a story with her yesterday, and I think there is a turnaround from there, because I will be holding her hands, dragging her from her friendship limitation and seeing her do things that her friends thought she couldn't do. Sometimes it is because of the circle we find ourselves, or because of what we do with our friends, or what they've been doing that has limited them and is being passed to us. That is why people say you are as equal to your top 5 friends that you have in your circle. You are as equal to what they do. You're as better to what they do. You're almost on the same round. That is why you need to surround yourself with the right friendship that can motivate you this year. I told her the stories, so listen to the story. I said, I once shared a story with you about an eagle. Let me read the word eagle. Now, this is a story. I read about an eagle egg that was found on a turkey farm. That was an egg. Let me just give a summary. There was an egg on a turkey farm. It's turkey. So, but the egg was among the turkey farm. So what happened? The egg hatched within the turkey farm, and it came out normally as an eagle, but it's among the turkeys. So what will the eagle be doing? Behaving like the turkeys. Eating from the ground. They cannot fly, they cannot soar, they just do their things around, so pecking around. So the eagle was with the turkeys, and that's what they do. Suddenly one day, the eagle recognized, there is a part of it that recognizes what you can do. Just like she recognized herself in me. But there's a limitation. She recognized that, I can do this. It seems I have the capacity to do this thing. So the eagle recognized that some birds are flying. I was like, ask the partners and those other turkeys that are not even eagles. And I said, these are birds flying. Can we fly like them? The turkey said, no, we cannot do that. Those are the friends. We cannot do that. That is meant for some people. They are different people. Say, no, you cannot do that. So the eagle just accepted like that, just the way she's been accepted. But luckily for her, one day the bigger eagle recognized it. So you recognize there is an inverse recognition. The eagle flying too saw that there is a small eagle down here, and he said, come on, what are you doing here? What are you doing among the turkeys that you're not flying? He said, I don't understand. He said, you ought to be flying like us. Say, oh, you mean I can fly? He said, yes. Oh, I can fly. Begin to flap your wings. And the eagle did that, and it flew away, and the turkeys were looking in amaze. They were amazed and like, oh, what happened? What am I trying to say? Is that they were amazed, like I mentioned. They look in amazement, basically, that what is happening? Who was with us that we thought we are together is now flying. Two things can happen. It can challenge them to begin to test to fly. Even if you don't have the natural ability to fly, they might begin to try. You know, those are, even amongst your friends, when they see that, you begin to do the right thing. It could challenge them. Even if they don't have the characteristics, they can begin to discover it and say, wow, you know, that can happen. The jealousy spirit can also happen and say, let her do her thing, or let him do her thing, we'll do our thing. What am I trying to say is that sometimes you are limited by the friends you have, the advice they give to you. You want to start up a business and say you cannot do this. You want to expand your business and say you don't have the capacity, because you always want to remain in that same level. So this year, you need to think big. This year, you need to avoid friendship limitation. You know, friends that tell you, you can't, you can't, you can't. Look for friends that can say you can't. The eagle will begin to fly. That eagle will have been with the turkeys for as much as we can ever say, continuously for years. But thank God. So sometimes people see from outside and advise you. You not go and tell your friends. They say all of us are like this. Your friend will create the enmity. You hate those persons. And those are the people that want to help you so hard. They want to take you away from limitations. So this year, you got to open your eyes so you don't maintain friendship limitation. It is a time to leave that level of limitation. So review your friends this year. You know, so I used this illustration that, so look at that now. You can be eagle among the turkeys, but you'll be comfortable because they are turkeys, not knowing that you're an eagle. So until you begin to taste higher, the first thing that was easy for her is because she saw some people flying. It was like, can we fly like this? They said no. So there is a spirit of increase already. There's a spirit of development already, even when the friends have not seen it. So that prepared the ground. When somebody else now says something like yesterday now, when I was now speaking, that stuff's now ignited in her. So it's like me now reminding her that, come on, you are an eagle among the turkey. So she now asks the question, how can now begin to do and fly like you do? That's just the same story. And the key have been given to her. So it is now for her to decide whether she's going to fly or not. The eagle, when the bigger eagle said, you can fly like us, what happened? Flap up and he like, I'm going. Because already that has been in the thought of the eagle. Because the eagle saw some of the birds flying. So even while you're limited by those around you, are you seeing more than they see? Or you're just seeing based on their capacity? So this year, see beyond, see above your friendships. See more. You're going to be gingering yourself, captivating yourself. But when you see ahead, you bring it to the table and they talk it down. Let's maintain our level and you accept it. You are following limited friendship. Let no friendships limit you. So avoid friendship that will limit your flying, your soaring this year. So that's what happened to them. So look at the eagle story. It is not the eagle's fault that the egg was among the turkey, but it's the eagle's fault not to decide to do better. So don't limit yourself. Avoid friendship limitations and begin to soar this year. Ask the right questions. Try to get better. You can carry your friends along when they are ready to get better with you. But if they are not ready to get better with you, let them not limit you. And that's the story I shared with her. And I saw the excitement in her. So I'm sure she either go to her friends and say, come on, we need to wake up and let me do this. We should do better than this. Or, which I don't think so because I see the energy in her, go back and say, I can't do what they said I should do. So let me just stay with them. That is, you are being limited. Avoid that limitation this year. You can soar with your friends or you can soar ahead of your friends. They can decide to follow you, but don't be limited. Get the right friendship that will challenge you this year. Don't be like the eagle among the turkey, just pecking and doing the normal thing when it can do supernatural things or do bigger things until the eyes were opened and until you were able to seek help from another eagle that said, you're part of us. So today, I'm reminding you that you can soar. Don't let anybody define you among the status of who you are. You know, so look at your friends. Just do an evaluation this year Are your friends limiting you? Do you think you can do better than them? Then do you think you can do better than what is happening at the moment? It's not competition. It's power to get better. It's power to grow. And you can grow with them when they see the test to grow in you. Or you can leave them behind and grow. There is nothing wrong in leaving those that refuse to grow behind and you grow ahead of them. So welcome to growth this year. All right, thank you for being part of these conversations and refuse to be limited by friends. I wish you all the best. When next I see you, we'll be having some other interesting conversations. So let me know. Are you in a situation where your friends are limiting you? Share with me. If you have stories, share with me, contact me. You can have that conversation. You know, do you want to be better than your friends? You're looking at actions to take. Just share with me. You can make comments under this video or you can personally talk to me. We want to grow together this year and I'm here to lift your hands up to your next level. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for watching the Babs Micheal Show. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on all our social media. See you next time.